Hi guys, it is Madison and welcome to my book channel. I am so excited to be starting this. I was going to start it back in 2023, but I decided that I was just going to wait till 2024 so that I can start in January, and yeah. So I'm so excited. I have actually been planning a couple months of videos for you guys, so I am literally so excited to film and post all of those for you guys. I do want to say that I will be posting twice a week, but it's going to be every other week because I'm not like some of these book girlies that can read really quickly. So to get good book content out there for you guys and make sure that I give myself enough time to read books and not literally read one book for a video, I'm giving myself that extra little curve to help me read. So I am so excited, and let's get into this video. So this is kind of a two-part video, but if I did them separately, they would not be long enough. So we're going to add them in together. One other thing, I suck at explaining what books are about, so you probably won't get that from me unless I have already read the book. If I've read the book, then I might be able to explain it a little better, but if I have not read the book, then I'm not going to explain what it's about. And most of the books are very popular, so I'm assuming most of you guys know what they're about. But anyway, we're gonna get right into this. So we're gonna start off with my 2024 most anticipated reads, and then we're gonna jump into the 24 books that I want to read in 2024. These 2024 anticipated reads are not in any order. I failed at that task to put them in order, so yeah, but I will put them on the screen with the date that they're supposed to come out. So the first book on my list is Funny Story by Emily Henry, and that comes out April 23rd. I am so excited for this. I actually got into my Emily Henry books over the summer. I read Beach Read, and then I read Book Lovers. Beach Read is just phenomenal. January Gus, oh my gosh, that is definitely probably going to be a book I reread every year. Then I read Book Lovers, and I absolutely enjoyed that. I adored it. And then in October, for fall break, I read Happy Place, and I absolutely loved that book. I literally read it in like 2 days. I absolutely love that book, so I'm super duper excited for Emily Henry's new release. I have not read People We Meet on Vacation, but I do plan to. But again, I am so excited for her new release. I would read anything Emily Henry. My next book is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This comes out April 2nd. I have not read any of her books, but this is giving me a reason to read all her books. I do have a couple. I have The Friend Zone, Part of Your World, and Yours Truly, but I am super excited for her books. I've heard that they're so good, and this one just looks so cute, so super excited. The next one I have is The Rule Book by Sarah Adams, and this also comes out April 2nd. Again, I have not read any of Sarah Adams' books, but this is giving me all more reason to read her books. I have Run and Rome, The Cheat Sheet, and Practice Makes Perfect, and I really need to read those books so badly. So someone tell me to do that in the comments. But again, this just looks so cute, so I'm really excited to read it. The next book I have is Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, and this comes out March 5th. I'm so excited about this book. I was literally just sitting one day on my Kindle, and I picked out the book Done and Dusted by her, and I read it in like 2 days. It was so good, so cute. I absolutely loved it. It got me into my little cowboy romance era, and I absolutely loved it. So I'm super excited for the second book to come out. And can we just take a moment for the covers? Like, the covers of these books are so cute. So I'm definitely super excited about that. The next one is Wild Love by Elsie Silver, and this comes out April 9th. I have not read the entire Chestnut Spring series, but I have read Flawless, and let me tell you, I absolutely love that book. I think about it every day. I think about Red in Summer every day. Every day. I absolutely loved it, and I'm so excited to continue reading that series. I really need to read that series before the next book comes out. Not the next book, before her new release comes out. It is not the same series it's a whole different series, but I'm definitely super excited to read it. But I do want to get to the Chestnut Spring series first. The next book I have is Daydream by Hannah Grace, and this comes out September 27th. I have not read the first two, but putting this on my most anticipated reads definitely gives me motivation and definitely gives me all more reason to read the first two, which is Icebreaker and Wildfire. I need to read those because the cover of this is so cute, and I'm one of those person that judge books by their cover, but that's why I want to read this. And I've heard that Icebreaker and Wildfire are really, really good, so I really need to read those. But anyway, the next book is Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings, and this comes out February 14th, and that is so soon, and it kind of sucks because I have so many to read. But I read the first Magnolia Parks book, and when I tell you I reread those quotes every day, like, they just do something different. Again, I have only read the first book in that series, but I am still nonetheless excited for any Magnolia BJ book ever. I have not read the second one. Like, I haven't read Daisy Hates, I haven't read Long Way Home, and I haven't read The Great Undoing yet, and this is gonna be the 5th book in the series. But I am still excited nonetheless for it to come out because it's a Magnolia and BJ. Like, it's Magnolia and BJ. So yes, I have only read the first book in the series, but I am still excited for this release. The next book is The Shortlist by Elena Armas. I don't know when exactly this comes out. I know it comes out sometime in the fall, but let me just tell you. So this is like the second book in the, I don't know what the series is called, I don't know if it has a series, but when I was in fall break, after I read Happy Place, I read The Long Game by her, and I was not expecting to love this book as much as I did. When I left Florida, I had it rated out of 4 stars on Goodreads, but like to myself it was like more like 4.75 or something like that, and later on I went in Goodreads and I changed it to a 5-star. I still think about that book nonstop, and I literally did not think it was gonna like have that much impact, and like I didn't think I was going to remember it that much, but I absolutely loved that book. So I'm really excited for this second one to come out. I don't know when it exactly comes out, but I am so excited. Then I have Dishonestly Yours by Kristen Becker-Ritchie. This comes out July 2nd again. So this is a new series by them, and I'm honestly really excited to read it. I have read the first 2 books in the Addicted Calloway sister series, and I need to continue. Actually, one of the books is on my 2024 reads. But like I said, I loved the first 2 books, so I'm so excited to continue that series. But since I absolutely love that, I feel like I'm going to love their new release, and I'm going to love like their writing and stuff in it, so I'm super excited for these to come out. But the next one is Bribe by Allie Hazelwood. This comes out February 6th. I am excited for this. I have not read any Allie Hazelwood books, but I believe this is like vampire wolf type-esque, but I'm super excited about this, and yeah. The next 2 I just found on Instagram. I have no idea what they're about. I've actually never heard of them. So the first one is Spur of the Moment by Carly Brenno. This comes out January 4th. You cannot tell me this cover is not the cutest cover you've ever seen in your life. And I'm pretty sure it's a cabaret like romance or whatever. And after reading Flawless by Elsie Silver and Done and Dusted and stuff, cabaret romances are the way to go. And then the last one on my 2024 most anticipated reads is Holding the Reins by Paisley Hope, and this comes out February 9th. And I'm so excited for this too, and the only reason is because, again, the cover is so cute, and it is another like little cabaret romance that it looks like. I did not read the synopsis on either one of these books, or any of these books, to be completely honest. But I'm still excited for them nonetheless because, again, like I said, I love cowboy romances, so I'm so excited. So that is all of the 2024 releases that I'm excited for. So now we're going to jump into the 24 books that I want to read in 2024. So some of them I do have with me, but others I do not own and I will have to buy. But yeah, let's get started. So the first book, you're going to notice that I have a lot of fantasy on here because I've only read romance. The only fantasy series that I've read is Once Upon a Broken Heart series by Stephanie Garber, and even at that I have not finished the last book, which I need to. But anyway, you're going to notice a lot. But the first book I have on this 2024 reads is ACOTAR by Sarah J. Maas. I want to read the whole series, but obviously since I haven't read the first one, I need to start with it, obviously. But I need to know what the hype is about with this, and I feel like the reason that some of these have been on my shelf for so long and I have not read the most hyped books is because I'm so scared that they're going to be like letdowns and I'm not going to enjoy them like everybody else did, and I'm so afraid of that. But I really need to get into this because I want to get into Throne of Glass because it's Destiny's favorite series, and now Sarah Crowley also loves it. You're gonna hear me talk about Destiny, Sidwell, and Sarah Crowley a lot in my videos because they're my favorites. But again, like I said, I need to read this. I'm just scared. The next book is, again, some of these are transferred over from my most anticipated. So my next one is Funny Story by Emily Henry. Super excited, and I want to read that in 2024. And then also Wild Love by Elsie Silver, I want to read in 2024. The next one is Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. I have actually started this already, but I'm not going to read it. I'm not going to be able to read it until January. Like, I won't finish it until 2024. I'm on chapter 8. When I tell you I've only read 8 chapters and I am in love with this, that's an understatement. I'm so excited. I actually pre-ordered Keeping 13 as well from Barnes & Noble, so I'll be getting that soon. But I plan on doing a reading vlog coming up, and I think this is going to be in it. I'm so excited to continue reading this. I literally need to continue reading this, but since I'm going to put it in a reading vlog, I'm kind of waiting until I start that reading vlog, which I need to soon because it comes out this month. And this book is thick, but I absolutely love this book so far. The next book that I want to read in 2024 is Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. I need to know what the hype is about, and this needs to be read this year. I need to know what the hype is about. I think I'm scared because I am afraid I'm not going to understand fantasy, which is why I don't read fantasy, because my brain does not comprehend things very well and I don't want to not understand what is going on. But I really need to read this. Someone convince me. The next book on my reads of 2024 is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is one of Sarah Crowley's favorite books that she found this year, and I need to read it. I need to see what all the hype is about this book. I know the next one comes out next year, I believe, in 2024. Not next year, comes out in 2024, and I didn't put it on my most anticipated because I literally have not read the first one. So yeah, but I really need to see what the hype is about, and this cover is just beautiful. The next book I have on my 2024 reads is Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. When I tell you I've had this book for a year, I've had this book for a year. Again, like I said, when a book is so hyped, I get so scared to read, and I just need to read it. So hopefully my YouTube channel helps me read a lot of the books I have not read yet. The next book after that is One Dark Window. I actually got this in the mail today. One Dark Window by Rachel Gillick. I have heard so many good things about this. I could not get my hands on this anywhere. Finally found it in stock on Amazon, and I'm so glad I have it. I just want to read this so bad. I want to know what the hype is about. The next book after that is The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. I've heard Sarah talk about this in her videos, and I'm really curious to see what it's about. So I'm definitely excited. As you guys can see, I have a lot of fantasy on my 24 reads of 2024 because I really want to get into more fantasy and all of that stuff. So I'm super excited. I know there's 2 other books in this series, I think. So yeah, super excited about that. The next one I have on the list is Into the Dark by Jessa Hastings, the same book that I was talking about in my most anticipated. And then I also have Swift and Saddled again and the shortlist as well. And then next I have Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. I want to read this so bad. I really need to read the Fine Print series. No, I really need to read the Dreamland Billionaire series, like really badly, but this is on here because I want to read this like really bad. So definitely excited to read this. And speaking of this, I'm gonna skip the next one for a second because also on my list is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I really want to read this entire series, but I put this book on there. I didn't put like the whole series. So if I did put like one book of the series, I really want to get to all of them, but one in particular. So this is on there. So the one I skipped is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I really want to read this. It's on Kindle, so I can get it on Kindle, but I also want to get, the paperback version of it. So this is now in Barnes & Noble, but they have the hardback, and I don't really like it. I don't like hardback. No, because it's a no for me. So I want to get it in the paperback version, but I think I'm going to try to read it on my Kindle, and if I end up liking it, I might get the paperback. But yeah, that is on my 24 reads of 2024. And then the next one I have on the list is Ghosted by J.M. Darhauer. Sarah has talked about this, and I think she just reread it for a second time, and I really want to see what it's about. I've had this book for so long. I've had so many of these books for so long, but I am really excited to read this and see what it is about. Then I have them on my phone, but some of them I don't have, so I'm trying to see like the order. Then I have Mile High by Liz Tom Ford. I really am excited to read these. I heard the second and the third one I think are way better than this one, but it will bother me if I don't like start. Like, you don't have to read this one to read the second one or the third one or whatever. You can read them in whatever order, but it will bother me if I don't, so I'm gonna start with this one. But I think this is everybody's least favorite. Some people couldn't even get through it, and I can see that because I started it a little bit a while back, and the main character is just not someone I can see myself vibing with, but we'll see how that goes. I'm going to restart this book. I'm not going to go where I left off, but again, I'm excited to read this so that I can get to the other two. Then I have Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. I have heard literally everybody and their mother rave about this book, and I really want to see what it is about. I am so excited to read this, and it's a little bit of a shorter one compared to the other ones that I have. So, like I said, really excited to read this and need to see what all the hype's about. Then I have By a Thread by Lucy Score, another Lucy Score book that I want to read. Sarah, I think, read this, and so has Destiny, and they both really enjoyed it. So I want to read it so badly. I heard that Dominic is everybody's favorite, so I'm really excited to pick this up and read it, and it needs to be done because I also have had this book for quite some time. Then I have Addicted for Now by Krista and Becca Ritchie, which is the third book in the series. I say it's all one big series, and I think, yeah, this is about Lillian Lowe, and I think the next one is the Calloway Sisters series startup, but I want to get to this so that I can get to the rest of them. I was picking them up when they were starting to come out, like in the new covers, but I stopped when I realized that I was still in the third one, and then I bought like 3 more books after that, I think. So I stopped, I put myself on hold, and yeah, once I read up to the ones I have, we'll start purchasing the next few, but I need to read this year. Then after that, I have Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow. I want to read this. I have heard so much hype over this book. I don't own it, but I've heard so much hype over this book. I don't want to get the hardcover, so if Amazon has a paperback, I think I need to look that up and see if they have a paperback. If not, the only other paperback I've seen is at Barnes & Noble, and it's the large print, and I'm not opposed, but I don't know about all that. It's also $30. Then I have the last 3. So the next one is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. I really want to get to one of her books, and I really need to read Part of Your World first. I have this on my 24 books to read in 2024, so having this on there will make me read Part of Your World so that I can get this and mark it off of my list and like color it in. I made a whole journal or whatever for this year. I don't know if I'll end up showing it. I might at some point, but so that I can mark this off, we need to read Part of Your World. But nonetheless, I'm excited to read this. And then I have Love Theoretically by Ali Hazelwood. I don't know if I'm going to read the other ones before I read this. I do own The Love Hypothesis. I do not own Love on the Brain. So if you could tell me if I need to read those, that'd be great. I don't think I do. So I might just jump straight into Love Theoretically. I don't know if it's about the same. Like, it might be characters that we saw in the other books, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to read the other ones, but I am really excited about this, and this cover is just so cute. And the last book I have on my 24 books that I want to read in 2024 is Hooked by Emily McIntyre. One of my other favorite booktubers has read this series, and she has said so many good things about it, and I really want to get into it. I know they're retellings, and I think this is a Peter Pan retelling, and I'm so excited to get to this. Like, you guys have no idea. So definitely super duper excited to read this, and I'm super excited to read all of my books, and there are so many other books that I need to get to, and you guys will see all of those at some point in another video. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, hit the bell button to get notified every time I post. And I am so excited to start this channel with you guys and just build my account, and hopefully I stick to it. I struggle at sticking to this a lot, but this is a step. I've actually made it to the end of recording this video, so I'm super excited. Now I just gotta go edit so that I can post this on January 1st, and I'm so excited, like I've said, to be doing this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and Destiny and Sarah have definitely inspired me to do so. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you when I see ya.